What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Prizepicks video. We are on a 10-1 run with our videos for the NFL, so stay tuned to hear all the picks we have in this one. And if you guys want more picks from me, plus a bunch of other cappers all in one Discord, join up with that top link. Great time to get in. You can use the code on the screen for 25% off. We got NFL 3 days a week, college football 2 other days a week, and then still WNBA and MLB playoffs going right now, so a ton of daily picks in here. You can see just the last week we've been crushing it. These are slips hit and won from the cappers. We have 20 to win 200, 5 to win 39, a massive NFL Sunday going 19-7, tracking all of our picks, and then a crazy 14-1 Monday Night Football. More hits from our cappers in other sports. MLB 20 to win 141, 5-1 with our Thursday Night Football plays. Another big NFL hit, 10 to win 70. And then for the last Monday Night Football game, Ravens versus Lions, we went 11-3 combined with our picks. This is the stuff I'm posting and hidden in my channel, so you can see a 3-pick slip with a demon in there. Hit that one. 3 favorite Monday night plays and hit 3-0. Another capper in here, same thing. Just his 3 favorite plays for Sunday and hit all 3 of them. And the next day on Monday Night Football, just his 3 favorite plays and hit in his channel. We got a ton of people in here hitting off of our picks because we've absolutely been crushing it for the NFL season. So lock in here, daily picks. Get in on the monthly or the weekly and click join. Enter that promo code and apply. You guys are going to get in here at a great deal. Daily picks in all sports from a bunch of other cappers all in one Discord. You guys saw the crazy streaks, big hits just in the last 7 days. So we'll see you guys over there. Make sure to take advantage of that 25% off promo, and let's get into the picks for this one, coming off of our 10-1 run with the picks in the videos. First one we're going to is Jared Goff on this early look at 1.5 passing touchdowns against Cleveland, who does have actually a pretty good defense. One thing they've been giving up is passing touchdowns this year. Goff absolutely was smashing this last year. So far this season hasn't had as much success with this line, but it's one that I like going to still. In this one, I think he can smash this. So looking at Goff over on Outlier, you can see in just 1 of 3 games so far, he's had 2 or more passing touchdowns. Versus Baltimore, they got a lot of their touchdowns on the ground, but put up 38 points. In this game, put up 52 points. So this team's going to put up points, and if they're facing a tough rushing defense, it's going to be more passing for Jared Goff in this one. And you can see Cleveland passing touchdown defense. They've given up 2 per game, which is 25th in the league towards the bottom. The rush defense is a different story. If you look at rushing touchdowns, they are second best in the league, only allowing 0.3 rushing touchdowns per game. So it's much easier to beat them through the air. And you can see Jared Goff, if we look at him last season on his passing touchdowns, he hit this in 12 of 18 games. So absolutely smashed this line last season. I like going back to it for this one. And the next play I like going to is going to be Ashton Jeanty at 65.5 rush yards. They really need to just feed him the ball more, let him work through the early rookie season growing pains here, and I think this is a great matchup to get it. Obviously, Chicago coming off a massive win against Dallas, but the one thing you can do against Chicago this year has been run the ball, especially running backs. I think they're going to try to get Jeanty going. I think he's going to break off some big ones, have his best day as a pro by far in this one versus Chicago. Not saying that I think Vegas can beat Chicago. I think it could be a fairly close game, though, and I think Jeanty's going to be in for a big one. He's going to be a big part of the reason why they can stick in this game. I think he's due for a big one. So far in his career, he hasn't hit this in all 3 of his games. Came really close in that last one. Obviously a tougher matchup, and they were down big basically the whole game. Still got to 63 rushing yards. And then you could see the attempts, 19, 11, and 17. So a lot of these games getting big rush attempts. So if he gets 19 carries, he needs to average just over 3 yards a carry, like 3.2 yards per carry, and he can hit this one. We can see Chicago's rushing defense, 27th in the league, 139.3 rushing yards allowed per game, a massive amount, but that includes all positions. If you just look at their rushing defense against running backs, they are dead last in the NFL, allowing 121 rushing yards per game to running backs. So definitely a great spot. We've seen him get the carries basically no matter what the situation, except versus the Chargers, when the Chargers just love to control the ball and the clock. It was hard for him to get going in that one, but the other games, 19 and 17 carries, almost got there in the last one when they were getting blown out the whole game. I think it's going to be a different game in this one. Should see 16 plus carries in this game, and I think he's going to be able to smash this one. And if you guys are just playing on Prizepicks, you're leaving a ton of money on the table. You got to sign up for ePick. When you use the link down below and the code Dynamo, you guys are going to get $50 after you deposit. But the real reason I play over there even more is because the payouts are just higher than they are on Prizepicks. So you guys can see we have 3 lines that are the same exact up on Prizepicks, but playing them over on ePick in a 3-pick slip, our $20 is going to win $139 versus just $120 or less on Prizepicks. And this is a same game parlay slip, so usually on Prizepicks it's going to be even less than 120. So a no-brainer to try out ePick. You get the free money plus higher payouts. Going to make you a more profitable sports bettor, so try them out with the link down below and code Dynamo. Now let's get into the next one. For the next pick, we're going to James Cook, taking him over on his rush yards. So the only thing that you are concerned about in this game is a massive blowout before halftime. Essentially, James Cook can probably do this in 2, maybe 3 quarters on the rush yards. He's been an absolute beast the last couple of weeks. I think he's going to keep it going. I think he's going to be in for a big one against New Orleans. Just needs to break off 3-4 big runs and he can hit this one, and I think he can definitely do that. Looking at James Cook this season, coming off of 108 versus Miami and 132 versus the Jets. The rush attempts have also been there, 21 and 19 in these last 2 games. The first game was a back and forth game where Buffalo had to come back and pass a lot in the end, so he really wasn't getting the rush attempts and against a much tougher defense. So these last 2 games averaging well over 5 yards per carry, something I think he can do against New Orleans. So he's not going to need 20 carries in this game to get to this if he's averaging well over 5 yards a carry. So I like this matchup for him and the spot. You can also see New Orleans rushing yards defense pretty decent here at 13. They're allowing still over 100 yards per game, but against running backs they are much worse. They are 19th in the league, so in the bottom half, allowing over 89 per game to running backs. So I think Cook definitely can get going. You can also see in his last 10, he has hit this in 6 of his last 10 games, and 2 of those misses were both against Baltimore in games where they have to pass a lot more. In this one, I think Buffalo is going to want to control the ball, keep it on the ground, play it safe, run the clock to get out of there with a 20-point win pretty easily by just pounding the ball, running that clock, and Cook going off. And I know a ton of you guys that watch the videos joined up in the Discord last week because we've been going off all in the last 7 days. We have multiple cappers posting picks in their channel daily. We got NFL, college football, MLB, WNBA going right now. Daily picks, you can see big wins in the NFL just from the last 7 days. 20 to win 200, 5 to win 39, a massive NFL Sunday going 19-7 with our picks, and then a crazy 14-1 Monday Night Football run with the cappers, a big MLB hit 20 to win 141, 5-1 with our Thursday Night Football plays, another big NFL 10 to win 70, then 11-3 just this past Monday with our Monday Night Football picks combined between the cappers. This is the kind of stuff I'm posting in my channel and hitting. You can see 3 Monday Night Football picks, including a demon. We hit that. Another big one last Monday Night Football, my 3 favorite plays, and hit those ones. Another capper in here, Volo, same thing, posting his 3 favorite plays on Sunday, hit all 3. And then the next day on Monday, his 3 favorite Monday Night Football, hit all 3 of those as well. And it's had some more massive NFL hits like this one, 10 to win 70. Just yesterday, an MLB hit 20 to win almost 77. Click that top link, get in on the monthly or the weekly, and click join. Type in that promo code and apply. You're going to get in here for less than $8. And you guys saw the crazy streaks have been going on, the big hits in just the last 7 days. Picks for all sports, not just NFL, but we're on a crazy NFL run right now. So if you guys are not in, we'll see you guys in the Discord. Also, make sure to check out ePick. Use the link down below and the code Dynamo when signing up. You guys are going to get $50 free when you deposit. But the reason I play over there more is because the payouts are just higher. $20 on these 3 picks that are the same exact lines that you're going to find over on Prizepicks. You're getting paid out $139 versus on Prizepicks would be $120 or less for a same game parlay. So a massive difference here. You're just playing the same exact stuff, but you're going to win more on ePick. So check them out. Use that link and the code Dynamo down below to get the $50 offer. And we'll see you guys over in the Discord.